This is Duke University.
PhD lab has been really valuable to me. My name's Kathryn Desplanque. I'm a sixth-year PhD candidate in the art history department. When I learned about the PhD lab, I was kind of desperate to be a part of it because it seemed like a wonderful opportunity to actually interact with my fellow colleagues as we all worked through different types of research problems together. My dissertation is called Art, Commerce, and Caricature, Satirical Images of Artistic Life in Paris from 1750 to 1850. And so for my dissertation, I've constituted this corpus of exactly 489 satirical images, social satire, political cartoons, caricature, graphic satire, emblematic images. There are many, many names for it. The images that I work on, they target the art world in the late 18th and early 19th century in Paris. They might target a social type like the artist or the romantic artist, the classical artist, the bohemian artist. The period that I work on, 1750 to 1850, contains a really high concentration of revolutions. The kind of structure of the art world changed frequently with each revolution. And so it gave me a lot of sort of meat and food to try to digest in my images and to reconsider what they might be responding to as things changed. I got a little, I guess I got a little greedy, and I kept going back to libraries in Paris, image libraries, and trying to find more and more. And it became clear to me that it was simply not possible to write a meaningful study of all of these without something to assist me. So nVivo is a software that, like Photoshop for instance, that I have on my computer that I can put on other computers, and I have a project file. And that project file I can share with others if I wanted to, and if they also had nVivo, they'd be able to interact with it. And so I began to build this personal research tool in nVivo that organized all of my images and that created this kind of link between each individual image and bibliographic metadata that I had been recording on author, publisher, title, size, library. I'd found it in Medium, but I also wanted to be able to annotate these images and make notes on them, and I wanted all of that information to be related. Those kind of correspondences that I discover feature directly in my writing and in the arguments that I make. This type of imagery tends not to be treated with as much delicacy or finesse or sensitivity in scholarship in comparison to works that we might feel really merit very close attention and very careful interpretation. And I guess I kind of argue that the grounds upon which we exclude those images is really problematic. A huge aha moment for me happened in a reading group that was a part of a studio class on pop art. Our instructor had us read from Pierre Bourdieu how audiences in the 60s, when he was writing in France, were engaging with museums. The museum was a place that they went to try to present themselves as a part of a certain class, a certain intellectual area, and that others realized that they couldn't do that, and they felt alienated and excluded from that space. And this really resonated with me, and it described my experience of going through a museum and my parents' experience of going through a museum with us as children really accurately. And I remembered, feeling that kind of ambivalent discomfort and noticing their discomfort and being surprised at their discomfort, because we could go to any other museum and they were perfectly comfortable there. But there's something different about the art museum. That's something that means a lot to me personally. Yeah, I feel like I've kind of come to art history from a certain class and racial background, and I feel like I'm sensitive to feeling marginalized from an art historical space. And I'm really attentive to how people that I love and really care for might feel excluded from a museum space, for instance. They kind of understand inherently that they don't belong there, that that space isn't for them, that they don't know the social codes or the intellectual codes to engage with it. And I think there's a way in which we can sometimes sort of accidentally perpetuate that in the subject of art historical scholarship. So I'm sort of interested in finding ways of reversing that.
produced by Duke University, online at duke.edu.